Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dave Duford here at Final Expense Agent Mentor, where I help agents like you succeed in successfully selling insurance. And that is the title of today's video. What is the one thing that will, I want to say virtually guarantee your success, but pretty much give you the best opportunity for success in your insurance career? So, and it's commitment. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because I am happy to report I have made it 10 years in my marriage with my wife. So, and that counts for a lot these days, as you know. So I feel like I have a obligation to some extent to preach on commitment. I think it is one of those things that is very difficult, marriage and selling insurance. And it's certainly not easy. But if it's worth working for, or it's worth having, then it's worth working for, as Andrew Carnegie said. So what I want to kind of talk about today is why commitment really is the factor in which your success or failure will hinge on. So a couple of things here. Look, just like marriage, selling insurance is hard. You're going to get involved in this thing. You're going to be frustrated, and you will want to quit. It's only natural at some point to see no other way out of the circumstances you're in. Look, relationships are like this. We've certainly had good times and not so good times in my marriage, and I'm sure there's going to be more. But we still commit to something we believe and love, because that is just the nature of what makes something successful. And so that's how insurance sales is. If you're new to insurance sales, you're going to start off, and everybody's making it sound like it's the greatest thing ever. You're probably thinking, well, everybody's making six figures a year and driving fast cars and have fat stacks of cash laying everywhere. Well, that's just what you're recruited by. Everybody who's been in this business for longer than a couple of years knows that there are good times and bad times. Even when you do everything right, you can be frustrated. You can have rough spots. And you still have to find a way to stay committed and believe in your commitment and believe in what will come in the long run. I'm a big reader, especially of insurance sales books. I've got a whole stack of books back here. And I try to look for common threads amongst the most successful agents, the ones who wrote these books that are financially tremendously wealthy, have helped a ton of people. And a funny thing happens when you read through this, and I've done tons of interviews with agents like this too, is that most of them had faced failure, serious failure at one point in their career or others, or became very close to the point of giving up and had every logical reason to give up. I mean, you could literally sit there and listen to them explain why they wanted to quit and why it was such a good idea, and they're not getting sales, nothing's happening the way it should, but they didn't anyway. I mean, literally, there's no logical belief. They believe, though, however, they had the faith in the process to look beyond the current circumstances and figure out how they were responsible for where they were and how to dig themselves out of the hole. So, like marriage, that's how this business is. There will be difficult times getting involved in this, and those will come in different forms. Maybe your market disappears. A lot of health insurance agents lost their book of business and had to go reinvent themselves if they're going to stay in the business. A lot of people, their lead systems stop working. Maybe they get into a rut. They kind of develop a complex where things get difficult, or they just have a couple of bad months or a quarter. But if you keep working, you keep doing the process and the motions that are involved in being successful, and you're committed to the process, you tend to get out of it. It's the people who quit while going through the hard ebbs and flows, the valleys between the peaks, that eventually they quit before they really get a handle on things and really elevate themselves to the next level. And so I say this, there's not really much of a larger context here, but I can tell you that there is no magic bullet in this business. It doesn't matter what you sell. The people who are successful that you see, they didn't have some secret weapon or some sort of, element that you cannot replicate. Brian Tracy says that everything is learnable, and sales skills are learnable. The kind of production that people make in this business is learnable. It's a skill set. You can duplicate success. Success leaves clues. And you don't have to be frustrated. So if you're committed to this business, even if you're having a lot of frustration and struggles, learn how to improve. Don't quit. And don't be the guy that gives up too soon to maybe try to transition to something that looks better. A big problem in this business with mediocre agents that stay in it is that they move too fast between different product lines. As soon as things start getting difficult, they don't allow themselves to go through the valleys, the frustrations, to really begin to grow and develop themselves into an advanced agent out of mediocrity. You have to go through some of this frustration. You have to go through some of this in order to get better. So with that said, the key point here, guys, is that if you're getting started in this business, expect frustration. For you guys that are in the midst of the biggest frustration in this business that you've ever felt, live it, keep going, keep your head down, keep working. Do not think that you can alter everything up and everything will change. If you're following a system, that is, continue to follow that system. Find out how to make things better. Maybe you need to, think of proactive ways to improve yourself. Ride along with another agent. Freshen things up. Maybe if you're working an area, you need to work somewhere else to kind of just liven things up. Focus on the process, and the results typically follow, even in the midst of frustration. I put this video together just to kind of keep you guys going. And if this is something you're interested in selling insurance and you're just starting the process, I do recommend that you subscribe to my channel and make sure that you give it a thumbs up if you haven't already. And I do lots of videos like this Monday through Friday on all sorts of topics related to selling insurance. And if you're interested in selling insurance through my agency, you can check out my website. It's feagentmentor.com. I specialize in mostly training final expense agents, although I do work with other agents in mortgage protection, Medicare sales, annuity sales, and that kind of thing. My name is David Duford at Final Expense Agent Mentor. I want to thank you so much for watching. Wish me a great 10th year wedding anniversary. All right, bye.